You guys know our first guest for her beloved role as Annie Banks in the 90s classic Father of the Bride. One of my favorites. I love that movie. Well, she's gone on to star in shows like According to Jim and Nashville. And she's here with her new film, The Christmas Chronicles. Let's take a look.
So, how was your night?
You'll never believe it.
Yeah?
Good.
Well, what'd you guys do all night? My God. This is the best Christmas present ever.
Please welcome Kimberly Williams-Paisley.
Nice to have you here. I didn't know your husband was here to be close to you.
How are you?
Good to see you.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
There we go.
How's it going, guys?
Great.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. By the way, I watched this. I'm a Christmas movie nut.
Yes.
Junkie.
Yes.
Loved it.
Isn't it cute?
I loved it. The elves look a little gremlin-like at times, but I really
I know,
liked
I understand. I liked it too. It was really fun. We went to the premiere with my kids, and it's so fun to be able to go to a movie with my children and my in-laws, and everybody loved it.
Everybody's happy at the end.
Yeah.
Now, we just had your husband, Brad, here.
Yes.
And I know you tell this story all the time, but it's my favorite love story ever. How did you guys meet?
He stalked me, and isn't that romantic? And it could have ended in jail or marriage, and I was like, all right, I'll marry you. So.
Because he fell in love with you on the big screen as we did.
Yeah, well, he and his girlfriend went and saw Father of the Bride.
Oh, that's
and
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice.
It's a little awkward.
The movie really moved him.
Yeah, and so things didn't work out, obviously, with the girlfriend, but after, like, 7 years after they broke up, he was like, I think maybe I'll call that girl that was in that movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
And two babies later.
And 2 babies later.
And 15
like
years?
15 years of marriage.
That's
which,
awesome.
I mean,
That's awesome.
He wrote songs about you. You were in a video of his. I love it.
thank you.
But you're a big fan of his as well. So
I
I'm
am.
curious, but you're married to him 15 years, 2 kids. Do you still fangirl?
Yeah, I think I do. Well, I go see the shows. I don't see a ton of the shows because, you know, but when I do go out, I'll like sit in the sound where they have the soundboard, and I'll watch him, and he does this moment where he comes out into the audience, and I'm like right there, and I find myself going like, oh, maybe he'll look at me, you know. and he like throws pics to the audience, like me, but I can never catch him. They're hard to catch. They're hard to see in the lights.
Does he look for you when you're out there?
He doesn't want to draw attention, but usually I'll get like a glance, and he'll like chuck a pic at me.
Well,
oh.
but since you have trouble catching the pics, we got you a little gift. There you go.
That's perfect.
Hold on, let's see.
Try it out, try it out.
See, I don't. Whee!
All right. Well, you seem to have some trouble, so we got you another gift. Yes.
Let me put this
And
on
see,
your
this
head.
will be super discreet. So
There we go.
I
See,
got
come on,
one.
yeah.
Nailed it.
no, you mentioned the anniversary. You guys just celebrated that. Did you do anything special? 15's a big one.
You know, honestly, we celebrated 12 because when we were engaged, my dad was giving us some advice about successful
Father
marriages.
of the bride, literally.
My literal dad. And he was telling us about a study of marriages that are successful. And he said, well, you know, when you've been married 12 years, then you've had a successful marriage. And Brad and I looked at each other and we're like, all we got to do is 12 years? Like, okay, that sounds good. So then our first 12 years of marriage, we kept joking about like, well, we just got to make it to 12 and then we're successful. And at 12, we decided, well, all right, we could go for another 12. So we renewed our vows at 12 years. But it was funny. It was like a very irreverent. I had a dress that was bought on Hollywood Boulevard by my best friend. I never tried it on. It was actually a surprise. I didn't know that we were going to renew our vows. We'd made this joke, but Brad kind of arranged it with my friend. And yeah, I showed up at her house and she had this dress and she's like, I found it on Hollywood Boulevard. Does it fit? And it did. It fit really well. You could see my underwear through it, but it was fine. And
After 2 kids, I think you've seen your underwear.
Well, but I have a question, though. You talk about the 2 kids. Have you showed them Father of the Bride yet?
I haven't.
Why?
Well,
That's a good one, right?
yeah, I mean, it's a good movie, but I don't know. They're not that into weddings. There's kissing in it. They don't care about kissing. you know, they don't really want to see me walking down the aisle, but I will. I'm going to show it to them
But it's
eventually.
two boys. They should learn that giving a girl a blender can be mixed messages. Like, I remember that fondly. My dad did that to my mom. He got her a sewing machine, and she also flipped out. So that's a real thing.
See, a blender, I'd be thrilled about a blender, not so much a sewing machine.
What did he get you in the movie, though? Wasn't it a blender?
It was a blender, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Hey, I've done it. Anyway.
But now, I am such a Christmas nut, so when I saw this pop up, I watched it instantly.
Yeah.
This was such a good movie.
I'm so glad you liked it. I was so proud of the way it turned out. I think it's funny, and yet it'll make you cry. It's got great emotional moments. It's about this family that's really struggling. My husband in the movie, Oliver Hudson, who's wonderful, he has passed away, and we're just trying to like put our lives back together, and we're not succeeding at the beginning of the movie. We're just all struggling, and then you get to see this journey, and the kids spend an evening with Santa Claus. They're trying to catch him in the act, and they do, and they wind up. It's like an incredible action movie.
Yeah.
You know, so it's Santa like you haven't ever seen him before, and what would he actually look like if he actually had to do this task of hitting every house, and you know, how does he do that? So the kids get to go on this amazing journey, and it's healing for everybody.
And it's a great movie with a great cast. Kurt Russell as well plays Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And the movie's been getting incredible reviews.
Yeah, it's done really well.
Really well.
An amazing cameo that I have to say I predicted as the movie went on. I said, if they're good at this, they'll put her in here, and it was amazing.
Don't give it away.
I'm not. I saw it in a posting. It's not a surprise.
Okay, all right. But Kimberly, thank you.
Thank you
so much. We appreciate you being here. Come on, get the net out. And I can say, you can watch the Christmas Chronicles on Netflix. Make sure you check out Kimberly Williams-Paisley, everybody.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.